Hello everyone, you're here with Claro Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today, rise and shine compared to my last video. So today hopefully will be more upbeat. So I put a little happier spring colors and we'll discover what we do today. So thank you very much for watching. Today is going to be interesting. We're going to play a little bit. So I've been watching some inspiration pictures in Instagram and I saw some looks from Charlotte Tilbury, from Chanel, and various, right? So I want to kind of mix and match. I want to see where this is going. And I guess if you saw the flyer at the beginning, you saw what products I end up using, but I don't know at this point. So let's see what happens today. Thank you very much for watching. So as you know, I don't like to greet you with bare skin, but here I am. What am I wearing? Number one, the Chanel foundation, a little bit of the rosy concealer. I did put concealer today because I did have a lot of blue, and you can see I still do, but good enough for me. Now, the first thing I want to do is put something on my lips. So at least I'm not bare, but I'm gonna focus on the eyes today. So I was debating because I also saw a look that was very bronzy all over. I like that one. Maybe I'll do it next. But today I'm gonna put a little lip liner here. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Super Size Me. So lining outside of my lips, so they look a little more plumpier. And and then we're gonna put a little bit of the Chanel La Pause, the new collection. This is My Rose Balm. And so just to put a little color, we'll see at the end what we do. I actually pull a more peachy tone, more coral, soft coral from Charlotte Tilbury, but we'll see where it goes, just because of my shirt, of course. This is called My Rose, so it has supposedly a little rose, but very natural without becoming pink. So we'll see. This is just so I'm not totally bare skin. Now, the other thing I wanted to apply a little bit, I love Peau Mcgrath new blushes that came out last year, the end of last year. And one that I'm always pulling and I really like how it applies is this, you know, obviously they're called Divine Blush, the Nude Venus. This peachy, rosy. I did order the rosier one, but I just like the way this defines my cheek. So at this moment, I just want to have a little definition, and I'm using the Refer 24, which I love, 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 love this brush. And you know I have more natural bristles. I don't know if this is natural bristles or not. I have to check on that. It feels more synthetic, but I think it's naturals. But what I love about it is so easy and defined to apply. I find myself reaching for it all the time. So anyhow, and for the Peau Mcgrath blush, you don't need this necessarily. I've used others as well and it works, but because I'm using it now for definition, you know, you see that? I just wanted my face to be a little more defined before I go into my eyes. And so, this is not a color that necessarily uplifts me. It's very subtle and nude, defines, however, you can see the color, but I don't feel it steals a show per se. I did brought up the La Pause collection, the blush, the peachy one. This is what, Pecha Rose, but we'll see at the end if I need to peachy up a little more or not, because I'm very curious of what I'm gonna do today. Have few ideas in mind. So the first one, and we'll start with that because now that I don't feel so pale. So I saw these Instagram things. Charlotte Tilbury was doing kind of a blue here and then some white line. it looked pretty nice. And then it was very basic cheek and lips, some more in the corally, but very nude, neutral. Of course, now with the, you know, the awards and all of that, they're come out with very great looks, Charlotte Tilbury. So this is not like yesterday. This is like a week or two ago. But it still, you know, it resonates in my mind. I like what they did, and I didn't see exactly how it goes. But I know they sort of use this dual eyeliner, which has blue and kind of darker navy blue. And they mix it with a little bit of foundation, and then they apply it all over the lid. So we're gonna do that. Let me see what brush I'm gonna use for this. I think I'm gonna use Natasha Denona because it's synthetic, and I think it might apply well in a little wet, kind of creamy way. So I'm gonna use, which number is this? Natasha Denona 7. I really like Natasha Denona brushes, even though they're synthetic, because they're very precise. They really resemble if you are very good with makeup, and if you like that precision and things like that. I think all her brushes really help you out. They really work well. Me, I'm not that precise and I'm not that good with them. So yes, those are very useful to me, but I couldn't be a good example of how well they work for that reason. So the way I saw it happen was they kind of, I didn't see the whole video, so maybe it's kind of making it up and thinking what they did. So bear with me. Let's see. So I'm applying a little bit of, a little foundation, a little bit of that. I just want to see what happens. So if I kind of mix this with this, let's see. Okay, so it lights it up quite a lot. I think I put too much because if I saw, maybe the pictures were enhanced, but my understanding is, or maybe they use the other side. All right, well, we're playing, right? We're playing right here. And so now, let's see what this happens, what this does. So far, I think it's too light, but we're playing with it, we're going with it. So let me see what happens if I put the other side. I think it's too dark. All right, so I'll put just more of the metal. It's because one of the sides, if you have any of this dual, because they have different colors, one color is very metallic and the other one is more matte. This is the metallic on this dual. But I don't know if it's translating well, the metallic portion of it. I think when I line my eye with it, it becomes more metallic, but we'll see, we'll see. The idea I have is not subtle at all, so I mix a little bit. This is the darker. I think they might have gone that way. Well, I'm not trying to imitate what they did. Let me just get a mirror. So we're playing anyways, and so I'm just seeing what happens. This is weird, applying more foundation in the eye. Looking for this blue. It's turning like kind of greenish, right? On my, and see if I can darken the eyelid a little bit. All right, I'm gonna apply it in the other. I thought it was gonna be a lot darker. So I guess it's when they were going for this barely there sort of nude, this whole trend that happened for like a month. I don't know, is it still happening? What happened to all the new products from Dior, Chanel? I guess Chanel just came out with Le Blanc, which they're also very, very subtle colors. Do you guys like that trend, the very subtle nude, no makeup sort of thing? Because one thing is the no makeup look, right? You just enhance everything and looks nice. But another thing is a makeup look that looks very bare. I don't think I like that second one. I like the no makeup look, but I don't like the look that is barely there, but it is there. You know what I mean? So far, I think that's more or less what they do. And then, of course, they do two other things, very, very basic. So they line up with the darker blue. Let's make a little line here. So I applied the darker blue as a liner, but I think the way they had it, it was a little even darker. So we'll see here. All right, so the way they finish it up is, of course, a little darker eyeliner, and then they put a white line right on top of the blue. Now, I have two choices here, maybe a white or maybe a cream. I do have the Natasha Denona work set, which is sort of this color, but I think I'm gonna go with the white. Now, I don't have any whites. I only have this eyeliner. I don't even know, this is so old, I don't even know where this comes from. It says Remo. I don't even know this brand. Do you know this brand? Holy moly. Now let me take this off. So Remo, and it is pure white. I don't know if this is grocery store or where did I grab this white, but maybe it's time to get another good white. So if you know, let me know which one you recommend. So for now, I'm just gonna do a line on top of the blue. All right. All right, I know it's not looking good. You know, with me, it's a little messy first. We're playing with it, and now I am going to clean it up a little, kind of blending the blue with that lighter line that I just made. Perhaps I won't show the white so clearly, obviously, but that's okay because of what I want to do next. But I still wanted just to see how these things work, how applying that white line. So the first thing I found out is because of my older skin, I will have to hold it while I apply it because it did go tuk, 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 you know what I mean? It folded with the skin. So we have to be careful with that. I am liking this sort of, you see that? So now I'm trying to see where do I want that line to define or be. You see, in this it's not so emphasized, but in this it is. Do you see that white line? So I'm trying to decide if I do like it, and I do like it actually. It just gives something different. So let's see what I did there. It's kind of like more pronounced. So I think I need a smaller brush. So I'm smudging the line just so the line can be more defined. And so I'm just smudging around it. Over here, definitely we need a lot of smudging. You see what I'm doing? I just want the line to be defined there. And this one is a little thicker. So I'm just smudging so it becomes a little thinner there. All right, so hear me out here for a second. If we want to play, like really want to play, because, you know, I can move in the direction of making this a look where I can go outside and be around, right? Maybe a dinner or something, or luncheon. And if I would do that, I probably just finish up a little here, smoke it out a little here. However, I'm feeling a little daring because I'm not going anywhere right now. So, last video, I pull out the Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadows, the Chromium. And I use ultraviolet, you know, with the greens and the yellowish, and it has lilac. I could have gotten the lilac, would have been better for my coloring, because that green and that yellow, not my best. However, one of you mentioned that you never heard of this liquid eyeshadows. So I wanted to bring them up again because I really like them a lot. They don't bother my, my eyes, and they're so easy to apply. So the one I use on the other video is that one. You see, green, violet, isn't that cool? They are so easy to apply. They don't move around. They don't move the rest of the day. They'll stay put. And they don't bother my eyes. And so I really, really like them. I think she came out with 5 colors. I have 2. Let me put the other one here. So this one is this one. Has a little orange, red, pink. You see that? That one is the one I wanna use today. Now, yes, I started with the blue because I don't know, there's something to it. So let's play. If I mess it up, I mess it up, right? When I did the other video, if you haven't watched it, when I did sort of a mask looking, I think I did it with browns. It went not so well, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. We were playing and there was this inspiration from this, I think it was Chanel, no, Pat McGrath, that a model does this black from here up there and then here. It is too much. However, I am liking where that's going. So maybe we haven't really found the way. So today that we're playing, I'm going there. I am going there. So let's just play. Maybe it won't go, this is shiny, but I just thought, okay, all right. So I'm gonna cover my eyebrows. Yes, I am. Now that's why I hadn't put any color on my eyebrow, because this is how she does it, or they do it, or whatever. Okay, well, I was gonna fill the whole pout. I was gonna fill that whole thing, but I am liking this. All right, so the way she does it is she does bring it all the way down. Oh my God, should I bring it all the way down? Because I'm liking this, but it does feel a little unfinished there. What if it was just the eyebrow? Let's see here. So if I didn't bring it down, right? If I just painted the eyebrow, that looks kind of cool. Well, I'm not disliking this. I have to admit, I know it's wild. I know it's up there. But I am not disliking this. Now I'm gonna finish the way it was intended. So it was down here and it moved up. Well, I don't necessarily like this here, but the way the mask went was from there and then up here. What do you guys think? So I have to fill it up because if not, the eyebrow looks a little weird, I think, but it almost looks like a devil thorn, right? Okay, All right. Not really loving it. But I think the way they do it is from here. So it seems that I'm committed here. So I am filling up from down here up. And I hope I'm not running out of the product already. All right, guys, so I'm back. Daring, yes, yes, daring, yes. There's something to it. I mean, if we're discovering a new trend, if we're discovering something, right? I mean, girls, boys, we are the new generation. Okay, not the new generation, but we are who we are, right? I mean, is this too much? You feel more Halloweenish, or do you might see something happening here? I was gonna apply some of this, but it might be too much, but I am liking that sort of blue. Let me see if, I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. Believe it or not, I have this Natasha Denona palette that I never have played with. And you can see, brand new, but I'm looking at that blue and I'm like, let's see what happens if I just add a little bit of this blue. And the blue, and yes, I'm forgetting about that white I had applied. And because I've been putting some of the cream eyeshadow, this feels powdery at this moment. So I'm wondering how it translates. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply a little bit of this, a little bit in the waterline, a little bit. All right, so the second thing I'm gonna do, we need a little dark liner. So I am gonna use, let's try this dark blue and see what happens. I might need to use a black, but let's see. How is it looking, girls? I'm not sure if I want to put a little shine in there or leave it as is. What do you guys think? Is it too much? Is it resides because that's powder and we allow the rest of it to shine? I'm really liking it. Now I'm gonna clean up a little bit right here and right here on the inside. And so I'm actually gonna apply a little bit of a nude. Let's see, what do I have? I have here the Charlotte Tilbury, another of the duo. This is a metallic and this is sort of creamy. So it's sort of a nude, but I just wanna put it in here as a line because my eyes started narrowing, getting smaller there. So I'm gonna apply this there and a little bit in the inner. See what that does. I like it. So I'm looking for a little purple liner. Let's see if I find one here. So I found this Dior Matte Purple. It's a liquid eyeliner. It's this one. And I'm just applying a little bit here just to define the bottom line. I'm not really looking for the color to show per se. There you go. I'm just helping the definition a little bit. Now I'm gonna blend, and I am gonna add a little bit of this color, of this. It's a little kind of pink violet, right? But it reminds me of that kind of pinkish that shows from, you see that pinkish there? Just to soften the purple that I just added. All right, I'm gonna go and put a mascara and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. I applied mascara. Of course, I had to put the Thrive mascara, which is one of the heaviest, and I put a heavy hand because you must, right? I'm actually liking this look. What do you guys think? Is it too much? I mean, and you're gonna laugh at what I'm gonna put to cheeks, because now we're not gonna go with that plummy thing. I have here this new Sisley. This is the pink. This is El Orchidee Rose 2 blush. And I'm gonna apply just a little bit. This might be not defined enough because this is a beautiful, beautiful blush illuminating. But it is sort of, you put it all over your cheek and it just gives you that glow. But I just thought we need a little pink because of all that pink. And see how we finalize this look. I'm loving it. We're gonna apply, I guess, a little highlight. I don't want it to be too much, but something, right? So I don't know if I should go with Clé de Peau, which is very natural, or let's see here. What is this? Vanilla. This is Becca, but I'm gonna apply, well, vanilla or Peau. Let's show you. Should I go with that? Or should I go with a little more? I'm gonna go with this just because I really don't want it to show that much, but I do want a little light. Yeah, to kind of go with the theme. You see that? We're still putting light all over here. Now, what do we do with the lips? I do like the idea of keeping that Chanel balm. It's so nonchalant. I mean, it needs something, but no. I think it does the trick. Right? We don't want to bring more glowy here. I like it. What do you guys think? Is it too much? Now, I have to admit, the other day when I did that mask, obviously this is not necessarily in trend right now. People think like, what are you doing? It's sort of cool. I like it, especially with all that chromatic chiff. But the other day when I did it, when I was taking off my makeup, I just took out like here and here. And so I left it like that. And look how nice it looks. I might do that and take some pictures too. So what I'm saying is, I hope I didn't mess it up. You know, I know this is a little bit out of comfort zone and much, but you don't have to elongate it this much. If you just leave it like that, the eye look looks pretty cool too. Look at that. And so, yeah, I don't want to take it off because I want to take the pictures for the flyer like this, but I'll add another picture, I guess, in the flyer with and without, and see what you guys think. But I love this look. I really, really like it. Thank you very much for getting dirty with me. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please comment down below what do you think. And ring the bell in the right-hand corner. Thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye.